Russia's been using its veto at the United Nations to block a draft resolution labelling the mass killings in Bosnia 20 years ago genocide. A majority of the Security Council voted in favour of the UK's proposal to condemn the Srebrenica massacre as genocide, but Russia used its veto as one of the 5 permanent members.
The draft submitted by the United Kingdom turned out to be not constructive, confrontational and politically motivated. It contained distortions, as a result of which the blame for the past is placed basically on one people. The approach according to which you single out one responsible party for a war crime is not legitimate and can result in even greater division within the Bosnian society.
Now, that vote was just ahead of the 20th anniversary of the killings. More than 8,000 Muslim Bosniak men and boys were murdered after Serb forces overran the United Nations protected enclave in Srebrenica. Thousands of people in Bosnia have been marching in memory of those killed in 1995. This is what they say is a 3-day peace march, retracing the route taken by those fleeing Srebrenica to try to escape the advancing Bosnian Serb forces. Let's go to New York. The Bosnian ambassador to the United Nations, Mirsada Kolakovic, good to have you with us on the programme. When you saw the Russian hand go up, the veto there, what did you think?
I thought that Security Council failed Srebrenica again. And I am deeply disappointed with the outcome of today's meeting and that Security Council again is not united. Because a year ago, this very same body, Security Council, adopted a similar resolution on prevention of genocide by consensus. And today, on the same issue, we have this. We have no resolution.
But this is not the entire Security Council, the entire United Nations letting Bosnia down again. This is one country, Russia, using its power, which it has had since the formation of the United Nations, to say, look, we're backing our friend Serbia, we're not going to support this resolution.
Yeah, that's what we heard from the representative of Russia, Ambassador Churkin. And in the explanation, he also said that by this resolution, it will be no reconciliation. It will not bring a reconciliation to my country. On the contrary, I think a reconciliation, if you don't have historical truth and recognize historical truth and justice, you don't have that is never enemy of the peace and security, and I mean reconciliation. I'm sure that the victims in Srebrenica, the mothers, daughters, sisters, with the adoption of this resolution, we cannot return back their dads. We cannot return back their sons, their fathers. We cannot return back their youth. But what this resolution could do for them is to say what was really happened. And we are grateful to UK because they speak on behalf of these old people who survive and their families, and these people who is not with us anymore. Unfortunately, we have the situation in the Security Council that finished like it's finished. No one wants to say and to blame one nation there. It was in the resolution. It was not the name of any country. Guilt is not collective or national. It is individual, and that we call for that. And that is the courts. What was founded by the United Nations said that certain persons are committed genocide in Bosnia and Herzegovina. And that is the problem when I said Security Council failed in the sense that it's not good for Security Council, it's not good for this organization, it's not good for all of us if we don't recognize and respect the judgments and what one court founded by this same body once said. It means that we are really failed.
Isn't it more important in the long run that those responsible, or at least those that you can find who were responsible for what happened at Srebrenica, are brought to justice in a criminal court, as has been happening, rather than simply in the court of public opinion?
I think it's that we all, of course, that is very important because we send a message that impunity and that's no one. I think that's people who is now in Den Haag thought that they will never be there. And that is more important for, I could not say what is more important, but that is crucial. And this is what I think we have to support, that all these trials are finished as soon as possible, not to be for 10 years, and that that someone died there again in the court, and that we don't have a final judgment, what is very important. And when you have final judgment, like in some cases, we didn't have it.
Ambassador Kolakovic, thank you. Thank you very much for joining us on this News Hour. Appreciate it.